Welcome to the Avalanche podcast. Today we're talking about West Ham. We are playing West Ham at home on Sunday. Andrew, after the win against Spurs, had to throw that in again. Chelsea are now 8th. I believe that's the highest we've been all season. We've been there once or twice before, maybe, but I think 8 is the highest we've been. We have played 34 games and we have 51 points. West Ham are 9th. They have played 35 games and they are on 49 points. Sorry, we're on 51 and they're on 49. I don't think I said that right. Big game as we can still get Europe. The reason we say this is because, where did I put it? Did I write it down? Yes, here we go. Apologies. We are 8th. Newcastle are 7th with 53 points, so we are only 2 points behind them. United are 6th with 54 points, so we are only 3 points behind them with 4 games to go. Also,
it's a miracle we've got better goal difference than United.
Mate, United have been lucky this season. Honestly, they've had a lot of last minute goals that have gone their way. They've honestly been really lucky. They've not been as solid as they look with regards to league standings and stuff. It's a joke. Also, interesting game because they beat us 3-1 in the reverse fixture at the beginning of the season. That's when Chukwuemeka got injured, which absolutely sucked for us. And also for me, that was the game where I went, "Oh, do you know what? I don't know. I genuinely don't know how we're going to be this season." Because we had a few games where we struggled, and then West Ham, I just thought, fuck, like this could be a really bad season for us. The good news is, injuries wise, Nkunku and Colwill could be available. Poch has said before the Spurs game they're very close. That's why I put Nkunku on the subs bench for my starting 11s, and I thought he was going to come off the bench and get us a goal. So that is the good news. The bad news is that we still have 12 players out injured. So we still have a whole starting 11 out, which I will run through very quickly. I know we're all very excited to see if the list has changed, which it clearly hasn't. And we're all probably quite bored of this list now. However, we will still include Colwill and Nkunku for the time being. So Colwill and Nkunku are in training. They could potentially play. Reece James, Sanchez, Sterling, Ugachukwu are in partial training. Dizazi is having a medical assessment. Now, depending on what that is, I don't know whether he will then be available. Don't know how bad the injury is. Silva, Chukwuemeka, Enzo, Chilwell, Gusto, Fofana, and Lavia are all doing their rehab. West Ham, on the other hand, have only got 3 players out. They are all potentially able to return for this Sunday. Very 25% chance, I believe, is what they put, but it's expected or earliest that they'll return is this Sunday. George Earthy, never heard of him. Mavropanos and Agard.
Good. I can't remember who plays. They're both they're both centre backs.
I think they are. Yeah,
Yeah, because Moyes was raving about him last season, saying he was better than Badashir and some other bloke that came from France.
Yeah. So, what are you hoping from this fixture, Andrew?
It's a difficult one. I mean, I think did they play Olympiacos last night?
No, Villa did.
Villa played Olympiacos.
And they lost 4-2.
Yeah, claret and blue just does me in. They all look the same to me, the old claret and blues.
Chimney, chimney. Not true.
Yeah, you fuck that. I've seen rumours today that they're parting ways with David Moyes at the end of the season.
It does look like it, yeah.
Which could go either way for us. A few of them could down tools. A few of them might want to play for the manager. I think he's probably their most successful manager since the 60s. So
we've been the last time they actually won a trophy.
Well, they won the World Cup. Do you remember when they won the World Cup?
Mate, don't. When I worked for FOCO and we did them a special badge box set, they actually made us put, like, in terms of their club honors, they actually had us put in World Cup winners 1966. I turned around.
They buy into that. I thought it was the fans. I didn't realize the fucking club were at it.
Mate, they've got it, mate. I swear to God, they've got that at their stadium. You know how people have, like, Arsenal did it first when they got their new stadium, got all the trophies in the years and shit like that. I went there for a rugby league game, and I don't think they changed everything because it was like, it's rugby league.
Yeah.
You know? And I swear to God, I saw that. And who was with us was a couple of West Ham fans, because it was Nick and the Essex boys. And yeah, they were like, no, honestly, we won the World Cup. We had 6 or 7 players in that squad, blah blah. If it wasn't for us, we won the World Cup. I'm like, right, okay. If you say so.
I do want to check one thing. Did Jeff Hurst play for them?
He did. He did.
Okay. There's some.
Don't need to check that, because I nearly said it myself. But yeah, no, mate, I'll say it. I'll say it. What a bunch of bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Honestly.
Squad as well. It's not even like starting 11.
That's like saying Barcelona won the European Championships and the World Cup.
I can get more behind that, actually. I think they had like 9 players.
That's what I'm saying. And they were academy players as well. So, yeah, if you want to call it, tomato type thing, Spain didn't win fuck all. Barcelona did.
It's the Catalan boys.
It wasn't even Spain, it was Catalan. Exactly. There's your way in to get independence. We won this, we won that, we won this. Brilliant. I love that.
That's why they won't fucking let them leave, because after
I said, can you imagine if they left? Can you imagine if they fucking plus God knows how many players that were playing in front of the Spanish clubs that came through the Barcelona academy? Like,
yeah,
that would be brilliant. Anyway, moving on. I think it's gonna be a tough game.
Well, they're another team that you just don't know what side's going to turn up, but they are big. They're physical. If Ward-Prowse is fit, they're very dangerous at set pieces, which is
that's they punished us that way at the beginning of the season.
Yeah. And they've got a lot of big players. Like Edson Alvarez is huge, and he's a midfielder. Zoom is always a threat at set pieces because he just jumps so fucking high.
Kuchek's not exactly small. Antonio is not as tall as them, but he can get some height,
Yeah, they've got a lot of. I think they're quite clever at set pieces as well. So that's gonna be a worry, and we need to not give away silly free kicks. I think obviously with the 0 rotation that we can do, there's gonna be a lot of players that are quite tired. I wouldn't be surprised if a couple of the youngsters had to start. That sort of came on later on. I'm not sure if Alfie Gilchrist has got 90 minutes in him. He might only be able to play to half time, for instance. I know it looked like it was just cramped, but
it was,
it might take him a little bit of time. And
apparently they said I didn't see it. I don't know if you saw it during the game. They didn't show it, but when he went off, the commentators were taking the piss out of him. Because they were like, oh, the cramps finally set in. It's like, after everything he's had to try and stop it, it's like he had a 3-course meal. He had gels, he had tonics, he had a banana. Literally, it was brilliant. I was like, fuck, I wish they showed that. No, it's fair enough. He's not had that many minutes. I mean,
it might be a game that we end up playing Casadei just for some height.
Could be. I mean, that's not a bad. It's not a bad shout. I just think the only two that I could really see coming in to start, if I'm brutally honest, that were on that bench, is Washington and Casadei.
Yeah, and I don't think they'll start Washington on the basis that
they won't.
Fine. I think Jackson can play.
Jackson will be fine. Mudryk will be fine. Madueke will be fine. Conor Gallagher will be fine.
The only one that I can see starting is Casadei potentially, if we want to be a little bit solid in midfield, but we thought that last game. I do think the starting lineup will be the same as it was.
Yeah.
I can't imagine it'll be anything different.
Well, if Nkuku and Cole were not available for the bench for Spurs, they're not going to. They're no, they're at least on the bench for West Ham. They're not starting. So yeah, cool with that. Do you want to go straight into starting 11s?
I think it's pointless. It's gonna be the same as what it was last time.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
It's put,
We'll
I
just
mean,
we'll just do the posts. It's fine.
yeah, I
We'll just
mean,
do the
it's point.
posts.
It's going to be the same 11. We haven't got anyone fit. There's not actually any fucking debate that we can do other than, oh, is it going to be Mudryk or Cassadine? But Mudryk didn't play a ridiculous amount of minutes, so he'll probably start to cause a bit of problems with pace. But
That's if we can get in behind them. But yeah.
yeah,
No, I agree. I agree. I think it's going to be the same lineup, and I think again Cucurella needs to do what he's been doing with regards to playing that inverted midfielder.
yeah. We just need to be clever about not giving away silly free kicks in dangerous areas. I think
But
that's
I don't think, not to jinx it, touch wood. I don't think we've actually been pretty good at not doing that.
I think Alfie gave away some silly ones, trying to get too close to Son. The problem is with them, you can't really stand off them either because Antonio just seems to be able to bundle his way through.
And
You kind
Bowie.
of got to go in, and Bowen is just tricky and difficult to tackle. So you can't really stand off too much and you can't go into tackles half-assed because Antonio will just bundle through them.
He didn't he do that, and didn't he get the second goal that way
Yeah,
first game or something? I mean, granted, he did a great run and stuff, but he did burst through somebody. So yeah. So that's it then. Right. We're not doing starting 11s. Your prediction.
1-0.
1-0, really?
Yeah, yeah. Hopeful 1-0. If we do what I say and don't give away silly set pieces, I think we've
Do
got a
what
chance of
I
winning 1-0.
say. Oh, I might have to put that in the comments.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Who's scoring?
it's done, but who's scoring? Who likes scoring against West Ham? No one really.
Well,
Anyone
Chukwuemeka
ever
like
scored against West
scoring
Ham?
scored against them before, and then he got injured. So
Yeah. I'm gonna say Cole Palmer because he didn't score for a while. I think we can get a pen in this one. I think
cool.
we can be a bit clumsy at times.
Fair.
What are you going for?
3-1.
Jesus. Okay.
I'm going 3-1.
Who's scoring?
Um, I want to say Cole Palmer, Madueke, and Gallagher. I could see Jackson getting one. But they're the three that came to me. They're the three that I feel like.
Gallagher was the other one that was just there. Wait, it was percolation between the two. Because I do think Gallagher's slightly overdue one, but I went with Palmer. I just think we're gonna get a pen. I don't know why.
Oh, I'm not going to dispute that. I think it'd be Madueke that gets it for us.
Probably.
But yeah, I'm gonna go a bold 3-1. So we'll see. And yeah, with that, thank you all for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, follow, hit that notification button, comment below. Love to hear your team selections. Not that there's much to choose from, or any other comments that you have regarding how we're playing or about the episode. And yeah, stay tuned for the post-game analysis, which will be either on Sunday or Monday. And thank you all for watching.